is Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Good evening and thank you for joining us for the Fox 61 News at 10. I'm Bridget Bjorlo.
And I'm Sarah Sanchez. Another motorcycle crash on Connecticut roads, this time in West Hartford.
Police say it happened around 6:15 tonight near Fern Street and Mountain Road. The motorcycle operator is in the hospital, we're told, with serious injuries. The driver of the other vehicle not hurt.
Yeah, police tell us the roads near the crash are expected to be closed for several hours as they investigate what happened tonight. Well, we've recently seen more crashes across the state than we usually do at the end of the summer, and many of those crashes have been deadly.
Yeah, it's a bad trend. Fox 61's Jake Garcia looked into the data from recent years and has reaction from atop the Fox 61 sky deck tonight. Jake, what did he find out?
Well, Bridget and Sarah, just in the last few days alone, we've seen nearly at least a half a dozen crashes across the state as the number of deaths on Connecticut roads continues to rise. 2024 is on pace to be the deadliest year on Connecticut roads, surpassing 2022 when the state saw 360 driving-related deaths. According to data from the Department of Transportation, Connecticut has reported more deaths this year on state roads compared to this time last year. Drivers we spoke to today say they knew it was bad, but were surprised by the number of deaths this year.
I mean, when you say it like that, I mean, it sounds kind of crazy. I go home, I go to work, so I didn't really know, like, you know, that the streets was that bad out here. But I mean, when you say it like that, it sound kind of crazy because 2022 was just 2 years ago. So it's like, you know what I mean? But I stay out the way anyways.
The state is dangerously close to 200 deaths, with the DOT reporting 196 deaths as of their last report from August 8th. There have been 111 deaths involving drivers and passengers, 44 pedestrians, 40 motorcyclists, and 1 bicyclist have been killed so far this year. The number of pedestrians killed in Connecticut is the highest now than it has been at this time in the last 6 years. Connecticut's news station has followed the surge in deadly wrong-way crashes, which are a contributing factor to this rising death toll. The DOT continues to install wrong-way detection systems in trouble areas across the state, all in hopes to slow the rate of fatalities on state roads. And officials say the common factors in these deaths include speeding, distracted, and drunk driving. Reporting live from the sky deck, Jake Garcia, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
All right, Jake, thank you. The suspect in a deadly Hartford hit and run appearing in court today. Police say 45-year-old Clarence Cross of Hartford hit and killed 23-year-old Tanike Davis of Portland early yesterday morning. The crash was on Franklin Avenue, and police believe he was speeding, trying to beat a red light. He's accused of taking off from the scene, and police say he did not have a license. They also say that he was driving an unregistered vehicle at the time. He was arrested last night. Cross was arraigned this morning on a litany of charges, including negligent homicide, evading responsibility, and reckless driving. He's due back in court next month.
We now know the name of the person struck and killed by a car last night in Waterbury. But tonight, police are still searching for the driver. Waterbury police say 36-year-old Michelle Trausch from Norwich died at the hospital. She was hit on East Main Street sometime before 10:30 last night. Officers say the driver took off. If you know anything about the crash, you're asked to call Waterbury Police.
Turning to the weather now, a mix of sun and rain outside today.
Yeah, let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Rachel Frank for a look at the forecast as we head into Tuesday. Hi, Rachel.
We are so happy to have 2 nice, dry, bright days on the way. We've had enough rain to last us a lifetime just over the course of the last week or so. And here's a look at some of the showers and thunderstorms that came through earlier, and some of them were a bit stronger than anticipated. We had some really gnarly looking clouds come through. This is from Christopher Graham in Portland. The mothership, so to speak, a shelf cloud that was coming through. And I had to show you this one as well. This is from Justin Zaperi in Rocky Hill. Really beautiful panoramic shot. Following that, a lot of you sent us pictures of rainbows. I have so many photos I can't wait to share with you throughout the course of this newscast tonight. That's in Niantic from Caitlin Jessmonth. And this is from Matt Bordenaro in Glastonbury tonight. Absolutely stunning. Tonight, it kind of feels a little bit like early fall. I know some people are like, don't even say that word yet. Overnight lows will drop back into the 50s to around 60 degrees. So it's really refreshing on your way out the door tomorrow, and you certainly don't need any AC tonight. So we're going to start off with temperatures in the 50s to near 60 degrees. By lunchtime, we're in the mid 70s, and we're looking at high temperatures up around 80. So plenty of sunshine, low humidity, a top 10 weather day. How long will this last? Plus, we're going to talk about the Perseid meteor showers, northern lights. Lots to get through coming up in just a bit, guys.
Thank you, Rachel. Developing news in Clinton tonight. OSHA will be investigating a death on Fox Hill Drive. A 37-year-old man was working on a roof, fell, and died. Police say they were called to the home around 8:30 this morning. We're told the homeowners had hired a roofing company to do some repairs. That contractor subcontracted the work to another company. It's still unclear what company that was. The Connecticut Office of the Chief Medical Examiner will also be part of the investigation. Police say the death does not appear to be suspicious.
New at 10, a multi-state effort to find the suspects who stole Apple merchandise, but it became an easy find for them because one of the stolen items was a tracking device. Police officers in New Hampshire and Massachusetts were searching for the suspects. They say those suspects stole over $50,000 in Apple merchandise from a business in New Hampshire earlier today. Using a tracking device stolen by the suspects, troopers were able to locate two individuals in I-84 in East Hartford. Patrick Cadet and Yaritza Sanchez Gonzalez of Lawrence, Massachusetts were arrested and face multiple charges tonight. Woodbridge animal control officers are investigating tonight after nearly 70 animals and counting were found in bad conditions at a woman's home.
Yeah, those dogs are doing much better tonight. Fox 61's Julia LeBlanc checked up on them today. We do want to warn you, some of the images may be disturbing.
It's a bad situation. It's not, so you don't want to see someone in this situation.
Woodbridge Animal Control Officer Jessica Maffo and her team have been nonstop since Saturday.
Yesterday when I was here, more cats appeared that I didn't see 2 days ago.
Officers making multiple stops to this Pleasant Hill Road home after the owner dropped into the shelter over the weekend, surrendering 20 dogs in bad condition.
She was upset, but she was definitely in a mental state where she needed help. I hope she gets the help that she needs so this never happens again.
Maffo says the owner faces 22 counts of animal cruelty. Officers have since recovered 3 more dogs, 7 bunnies, 1 guinea pig, and 37 cats, a number continuing to rise.
It just went downhill, and we have been complaining for years, and animal control's been very helpful. They've had chickens, it smells, there's feral cats are all over.
Betsy Francis lives down the street and says the smell of urine and feces has been plaguing the neighborhood. Francis making it a point to thank Officer Maffo for her work.
Yes, I wanted to because she's so very nice, and I really appreciate it, and I know it's heart-wrenching for her.
But Maffo isn't doing it alone, getting help from dozens of other animal control officers, shelters, veterinarians, and community members.
It takes a village. It truly does. When something like this happens, you need support from everybody. And I'm very proud to say that, everybody stepped up. She might. We're gonna see. I know, my baby.
Assistant Animal Control Officer Monica Vesey and her team at East Haven Animal Control have taken 7 of the dogs. Their fur so badly matted, some of them had to be sedated to get groomed.
It was a heartbreaking scene. If you yourself are in a situation where you're overwhelmed, don't be afraid to ask for help before it gets to a point that you can't handle.
Now, the name of the woman who's been charged in this case has not been released just yet, but police say she is expected to appear in court later this month. Now, as for the animal control officers, they say their work at the home isn't done until every animal has been recovered. We are in Woodbridge. Julia LeBlanc, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
The Woodbridge Animal Control is also looking for whoever tied a German Shepherd to the site of Route 8 in Beacon Falls. Police say this dog was found abandoned without any food or water. The dog has burns on his paws from the hot pavement and possibly road rash on his stomach. He was taken to the vet today to test for any viruses, but as of last check, the results have not been released.
He's very emaciated, skinny, ribs protruding, hips protruding, spine protruding. He definitely has some health concerns for me, so we're going to get him a full workup and get him in the right track.
Oh, it's so sad. But we do have some good news for you. We're told state police are in the process of adopting him and have already named him Root because he was found on Route 8. Anyone with information on who abandoned the dog should call Woodbridge Animal Control.